since birth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
His mother and I went to junior high school together. Did you watch the ride-along that he did with Dean Ambrose?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
No, they wasn't with Dean Ambrose. He was with, oh, God. His name, yes. It's on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm talking about,
Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, not Dean Ambrose. Thank you. He was riding along with him, and he told him a story of what happened when he was a young kid in school. See, I used to have a job with the school board. And when I first got my contract, I was going and I was working Monday and Tuesday for WWE and or WWF back then, and then coming home and working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the school board, right? And one day I was on TV, and I was the next day I'm at the school, and he comes walking down the hallway. He says, "Hey, Mr. Dwayne." I go, "Yeah, Jimmy, what's up, buddy?" He goes, "Aren't you a famous wrestler?" I said, "Well, kinda." He goes, "Mr. Dwayne, I can remember this just like it was yesterday." He goes, "You got down off the ladder, you put your hand. He goes, "Well, why are you here changing light bulbs?" He said, "You got down off the ladder, you put your hand on my shoulder, you look me right in the eye, and you go, 'Jimmy, one day, son, you'll know.'" And he goes, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" He goes, "I know." It was funny as hell. But yeah, I've known Jimmy for a long, long time. He's a good kid, man. I'm serious. He really deserves what he's got. He really does. He's a good kid. And you know why I think he got what he got? Because of the fact he's doing exactly what I did. He's having fun. Think of Dwayne Gill. What did I do up there? I went up there and got, my ass kicked from one end to the other, but I was happy to do it, brother. I loved it. And that's what people don't, they're like, how can you go out there and get your ass? Dude, I am with the best in the world on the biggest show in the world. How can you not be happy? Win, lose, draw, titles, none. How can you not be happy? Think about it. You right now, man, where you are, if you could go out there and wrestle on the stage right now in front on WWE live in front of millions of people with 20,000 people in the stands, would you do it?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Hey, man, why'd you hesitate so long? You jumped on the hell yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah.
The rush
hell
you
yeah.
get, the everything, man. It's everything you think it would be and more. And that's the only thing I can say. It's the greatest thing, man. I'll always thank the McMahon family for letting me do that and become that wrestler. You know, my dad was dying. This is no shit. My dad was dying with cancer. And me and my dad had those standing reservations and all. We watched wrestling. I don't care where I was on Saturday, because when I was a kid, it only played at 4 o'clock on Saturdays. No matter where I was, at 3:50, I was running home as fast as I could to sit down and watch wrestling with my father. My whole life we watched it. And then we moved to Florida, and then we got the standing reservations at the Eddie Grant Sports Arena for like 5 or 6 years, man. We went every single month. Bam, bam, bam. And we had a blast. And I walked in the house like 3 weeks before he died with the WWF light heavyweight title. That man cried like a baby.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you, Vince. I got to do that before he died. My dad got to take pictures with me and all, man, with that belt. And that was the greatest, man. The greatest. I ain't shitting you, brother. So I'll always be there for them. They call me, I'll be there, no matter what.
And that's pretty amazing, because not only, you know, like you said, he passed not too far after that, but such a high point for you as well, because it's your dream job. You're the champion. You're kind of coming home as the conquering hero. Pretty awesome.
Dude, I want a title in there. You know what I mean? That's how I want a friggin' title, you know? I can't believe that.
And the longest reigning light heavyweight champ ever, over a year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I do, man, want to make it back to WrestleMania. I made it to WrestleMania one time and made it to the curtain, but I had 3 seconds to go, and they stopped me. I was standing getting ready to go out the curtain on the Gimmick Battle Royal, remember?
Oh, yeah, yep.
And they stopped me 3 seconds before I walked out the curtain. Sorry, you can't go.
Wow. What was the reason?
Bill was coming in for the first time, and they didn't know how he would react. And they just kind of freaked out. You know what I mean? I understand it's business, you know what I mean? But at the same time, dude, you want to talk about crush him, man. Phew. Phew. It killed me. I ain't shitting you, brother. It was a hard one to take. And ever since then, I want to go back. Got to go back. Got to make it through that curtain. I got to walk out that curtain. You know, I've been to probably 15 WrestleManias in the locker room. I want to walk out that curtain.
So
you got Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah, look at that. Throw you out in there. That's
what
why
a better
hashtag
participant.
Gillberg WrestleMania.
You know what I mean? What a better participant. Surprise participant. You know?
Hey, I'll go for it. You know, hashtag Gillberg WrestleMania. Let's make it a reality and get you back out there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm doing the Gillberg, hashtag Gillberg WrestleMania on all your Facebook, your books, your Twitters, everything, man. Gillberg, hashtag Gillberg WrestleMania. Please, let's get me on WrestleMania. Let's do this. I think it'd be awesome.
With Gillberg and with, kind of trying to create that phenomenon again, they always say like the 0-173 or whatever and the losing and stuff like that. But the role of like the enhancement guy and the role of Gillberg, kind of what is that role? Obviously there's a lot of pride there. You're making the other guy look good and making the other guy kind of go over. But what is the role of a Gillberg per se?
Truthfully, the total role of Gillberg was to make Goldberg look like an idiot. Let's be for real. It was during the war. It was when WCW was still running. WWF was it. We would watch what he did, and then that'd be the next match on WWF. And that's what Gillberg was considered for. That's why when we talked about it, I said, I don't want to lose my title, man. Come on, man. I just want a title. And they said, no, wait a minute, Dwayne. That's the beauty. You'll wrestle heavyweights, 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. Start the record just the opposite. My shirts, they say Gillberg, but on the back it says who's first, not who's next.
Yeah, he didn't want to know who was first or who was next. He wanted to know who was first. But I think the thing that a lot of people forget about with the change into Gillberg, and of course that's the second time I'm referencing it, but that promo that Vince announced you with at Survivor Series 98 that brought you back into the fold, period. And it was only about 6 weeks later that the Gillberg transformation came. But when you came back and Vince gave you that huge build-up and obviously, the foil for Mick Foley in the first round of the Deadly Game Championship tournament, but, what did it mean for Vince to say those words for you, on a show like that, and then to have that, that kind of run established, on a big show like the Survivor Series?
Dude, I was flipping it. When they called me to come up there, Howard Finkel said, yeah, they need you at on this date. And I'm like, that's a Survivor Series. You sure it ain't the next night on Raw? He goes, nope. Told me to bring you in for Survivor Series. I said, Howard, I don't ever do a pay-per-view, man. He goes, Dwayne, I was told to find you and bring you in. I said, I'm available. I'll be there. He said, okay. Sent me all the stuff, and I showed up. And to be honest with you, probably hour before the match. Yeah, probably an hour before the match, I was sitting there, and Mick walked up to me and goes, why ain't you dressed? I said, Mick, it's a pay-per-view, brother. I ain't getting dressed. He goes, Dwayne, you're my opponent. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah, they really keep it a fucking secret, ain't they?
Wow.
And I said, yeah, and he goes, yep, you're my opponent, brother. Get dressed. And I was like, oh, okay.